Because you know what the law says at the time and the guidelines of INEC, that when the card reader fails, the INEC official can revert to incident forms. And some states, they literally just abandoned the card reader and started using incident forms.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Board News Analysis. We are still in the continuation of Electoral Bill Saga. The House of Representatives has done the needful because the bill has been passed and it includes real-time electronic transmission of election results. And also it includes that in any polling unit whereby the presiding officer could not transmit the result in real time, that election or that polling unit should be cancelled. But however, the challenge we're having now is in the Senate, and that is why Nigerians are calling out Senate to do the needful. The Senate want to remove real time, and the Senate wants to revert to incident form. INEC guidelines states that where the card reader fails, the presiding officer should revert to incident form. That was what we used in the last election. And this time around, that's why Nigerians are clamoring, saying that this should be amended, that there should be real-time compulsory election transmission of election results. But however, the Senate want to remove real-time and want to revert back to incident form. In the last election, in some of the polling units, the presiding officer were compelled to use incident form even when the card reader is working. They were compelled to use incident form, and this led to manipulation of election results. And one of the Nigerians that are clamoring, calling out the Senate to do the needful, is in the person of Kenneth Okonkwo, who is a former Nollywood actor and also a lawyer. Let's take a look at what he said.
There are governors who are now former governors now, that incident forms became a thing in our courtroom, because you know what the law says at the time and the guidelines of INEC, that when the card reader fails, the INEC official can revert to incident forms. And some states, they literally just abandoned the card reader and started using incident forms.
So true.
But this is an experience I felt that those who are politicians and those who have institutional memory might be able to remember that that way was a bad route that we went. But is it okay for us to think that the struggle to achieving 100%, because the lawmakers are saying remove real time, remove simultaneous, what's it called? Just leave it as that. The struggle continues. Is that what it looks like now?
Once they put that law that you must transmit from the polling unit, I'm okay. So any presiding officer will not leave the polling unit.
So you want them to remove the provisor?
No, completely. Because that is giving discretion to INEC to use manual. That is what we have been fighting for.
Do you think they can override the version of the House of Reps?
No, they cannot. There are two different houses.
Because the House of Reps version is the perfect version that a lot of Nigerians want.
Except
real time, simultaneous,
yes.
Transmission of the result electronically. Yes. The House of Reps version has all of that.
Yes, the House of Reps should go for that, to say that where it is not possible to transmit from the polling unit, that election should be cancelled. It is there in the accreditation, which is more difficult. The uploading is just one single action.
But is it going to be fair,
yes,
that all of the process, because I had analyzed for our viewers tonight, yes, there are 3 processes. So if you are successful in accreditation, successful in voting,
yes,
why would you cancel the entire process because you cannot transmit electronically the results?
Because the reason you're doing accreditation, the reason you're doing voting is for the result. So if you do all those things to get a fraudulent result, what have you gained? You have actually emboldened the criminals. You have actually voted for the criminals. Let me tell you, the only problem we have in this country is fraudulent elections. On the day we have free, fair, credible elections in Nigeria, 20 years after that, we'll become a superpower nation. Take my words for it. America is sustained today not because they don't have bad men, but because power lies with the people. And let me plead with Nigerians. They should not think this job is for the opposition. No. Democracy is not government of ADC. It's not government of APC. It's government of the people. Democracy, why I'm fighting is not because I'm in the opposition. No, I am fighting so that I will have the power to be able to determine who governs me, so that my sons and children will grow up in Nigeria where they have the power to determine who governs them. So this is a fight for all Nigerians, and we must come together, whether you're APC, whether you're PDP or PDP. What we are saying is power should belong to the people. Sovereignty belongs to the people, from whom the government derives all its power. And it is only through election that they exercise that sovereignty.
Yeah.
So this fight, Nigerians should know, journalists, everybody, because fraudulent elections produce fraudulent leaders. And everything will not work with fraudulent leaders. Nobody is fighting because he's in the opposition. No. We are fighting for the freedom to determine who governs.
What are your thoughts on the Electoral Bill Saga? If you love what you are doing, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that when I post a video, you'll be among the first to receive it. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks.